Did you know that the Mongol Empire at its peak controlled over 24 million square kilometers of land? That's twice the size of the Roman Empire. Now, when we talk about size, we're not just talking about a vast stretch of grasslands and deserts. We're talking about an empire that reached from the shores of the Pacific to the heart of Europe. An empire that was so large, it would make modern-day superpowers blush. This colossal empire was none other than the Mongol Empire, founded by the legendary Genghis Khan in 1206. Now, the name Genghis Khan might conjure images of a ruthless warrior on horseback, and you wouldn't be wrong. Genghis Khan was indeed a formidable military strategist, and it was through his efficient military conquests that the Mongol Empire rapidly expanded across Asia and parts of Europe. But hold your horses, because the Mongol Empire wasn't just about military might. It was also about administration and governance. The Mongols were known for their religious tolerance, a rarity in those times. Whether you were a Christian, a Muslim, or a Buddhist, you were free to practice your faith under Mongol rule. Now, isn't that something? Moreover, the Mongols were also great promoters of trade and communication. They established the Silk Road, a network of trade routes that connected the East and the West, facilitating cultural exchange and economic trade. It's kind of like the internet, but without the memes. After the death of Genghis Khan, the empire didn't just crumble. Oh no, it continued to expand under the leadership of his descendants, before eventually fragmenting into different khanates. These khanates were like smaller empires, each ruled by a different descendant of Genghis Khan. So there you have it, an empire that spanned continents, embraced diversity, and left a lasting legacy. A reputation of fear and terror, but was that all the Mongol Empire was about? Contrary to the popular belief, the Mongols weren't just brutal conquerors. They were also great administrators. This might be a surprise to many, but let's delve into the unseen side of the Mongols. The Mongol Empire, stretching from the Yellow Sea to the edges of Eastern Europe, was a mammoth entity to govern. However, the Mongols did it with remarkable efficiency. They established an administration that was centuries ahead of its time. One of the most striking aspects of Mongol administration was their religious tolerance. In a time when religious conflicts were the order of the day, the Mongols chose a different path. They allowed their subjects to practice their religions freely, without any interference. They understood that to rule an empire as diverse as theirs, they needed to respect the beliefs of their subjects. This religious tolerance was a cornerstone of their rule and a key to their success. Trade was another area where the Mongols left their mark. They understood the importance of a robust trade network for the prosperity of an empire. They encouraged trade by ensuring safety along the Silk Road and other trade routes. They established postal stations called yam across their empire, which not only facilitated communication, but also provided support to the traveling merchants. This led to an unprecedented flow of goods, ideas, and cultures across the vast expanse of their empire. The Mongols also implemented a unique system of law and order. Their legal code, the Yasa, was a mix of tribal customs and practical rules. It was strictly enforced, ensuring peace and stability across their vast empire. Their administrative genius was not only limited to laws and trade, they also adopted the advanced technologies of their conquered territories, which further improved their administration. For instance, they adopted the Chinese system of paper money, making trade and taxation more efficient. So, were the Mongols just savage conquerors, or were they sophisticated rulers? The history tells us they were both. The Mongols were indeed brutal warriors, but they were also far-sighted administrators who left an indelible mark on the world. Their legacy is a testament to their unparalleled administrative acumen. The Mongol Empire didn't just vanish into thin air, it left a profound legacy. Now, the Mongol Empire wasn't your run-of-the-mill historical phenomenon. It was a whirlwind of change, a tidal wave of influence that swept across continents. Its impact wasn't just felt in the immediate aftermath of the empire's rise and fall, but continues to resonate to this very day. So, what exactly is the legacy of the Mongol Empire? Well, for starters, it had a significant influence on the cultures and histories of the regions it governed. The Mongols were masterful administrators, promoting trade and communication among the conquered regions. The Silk Road, for instance, thrived under Mongol rule, becoming a bustling conduit for the exchange of goods, ideas, and even religions. Speaking of religion, the Mongols were known for their religious tolerance. They allowed their subjects to practice their faith freely, fostering a multicultural and multi-religious society. This openness contributed to the spread of religions like Buddhism, Islam, and Christianity across Asia. The Mongol Empire also left its mark on the world map. After the death of Genghis Khan, the empire didn't just crumble. It fragmented into different khanates, each with its unique identity and influence. These khanates, such as the Golden Horde and the Ilkhanate, went on to shape the political and cultural landscapes of their respective regions. The Mongol Empire's influence extended to Europe as well. Its military tactics were studied and emulated, its governance methods were admired and adopted. And let's not forget the Mongols' influence on global population genetics. Their conquest and travels meant that their DNA spread far and wide, leaving a genetic legacy that's still traceable today. So you see, the Mongol Empire wasn't just about galloping across the plains, arrows flying and swords gleaming. It was about forging connections, shaping cultures, and leaving an indelible mark on the world. The Mongol Empire, thus, wasn't just about conquest. It was about leaving a lasting impression. How do we perceive the Mongols today? Fearful warriors or great administrators? Now that's a question that might get different answers depending on who you ask. The Mongols have been etched into our collective consciousness primarily as ruthless conquerors, painting a picture of savage warriors on horseback, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. But is that the whole story? Let's delve into the contrast between the Mongol Empire's reputation and its actual historical achievements. The Mongol Empire, as we've previously discussed, was much more than just an efficient war machine. It was an empire that valued religious tolerance and promoted trade and communication among its conquered territories. It was an empire that introduced diplomatic immunity, fostered intellectual exchange, and even implemented a postal system that was years ahead of its time. These accomplishments, however, are often overshadowed by the empire's military prowess and its often brutal methods of expansion. Common misconceptions about the Mongols are rife. Many view them as uncultured barbarians, but this couldn't be further from the truth. They were known to appreciate and celebrate art and culture, with Genghis Khan himself being a patron of the arts. They had a sophisticated legal system known as the Yasa, which, though strict, was grounded in principles of justice and equality. The Mongols' reputation as bloodthirsty conquerors has also been exaggerated over time. While they were undoubtedly ruthless in battle, their military strategy was more complex than simply brute force. They were masters of psychological warfare and employed advanced tactics that were far ahead of their time. So, when we talk about the Mongols, it's crucial to look beyond the surface, beyond the narratives that have been passed down through generations. The Mongol Empire was a paradox, a brutal war machine on one hand, and a sophisticated and progressive empire on the other. So, how does the dichotomy of the Mongol Empire resonate with you? It's an intriguing question, isn't it? An empire shrouded in a veil of ambiguity, the Mongols continue to fascinate us, drawing us into a complex tapestry of history that is as captivating as it is perplexing. The Mongol Empire. A story of conquest, administration, and legacy. We've traversed through centuries of history together, unearthing the saga of the Mongol Empire, an entity that shaped the world in ways that continue to resonate today. We started our journey with the formation of the empire under the leadership of Genghis Khan in the early 13th century. We marveled at the military prowess of the Mongols that allowed them to conquer vast territories, creating one of the largest empires in history. Then, we delved into the unseen side of Mongols, exploring their administrative methods, characterized by religious tolerance and the promotion of trade and communication. Often overshadowed by their military achievements, this aspect of the Mongol Empire played a crucial role in its success and longevity. Our journey continued into the profound legacy left by the Mongols. We saw how their influence seeped into the cultures and histories of the regions they governed, leaving an indelible mark that continues to be seen and felt even today. And finally, we examined the perception of the Mongols in the modern world. We questioned the stereotypes and preconceived notions, challenging ourselves to view this historical group in a broader, more nuanced context. It's a fascinating tale, isn't it? One that highlights the complexity of history and the multifaceted nature of any civilization. We hope this exploration has piqued your curiosity and encouraged you to delve deeper into the annals of history. Before we say our goodbyes, we'd like to remind you to hit that like button if you enjoyed this journey through time. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay updated on more captivating tales from history. We have a lot more stories to share, and we can't wait to explore them with you. Now we pose the question to you. Has your perception of the Mongol Empire changed? Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the Mongol Empire. If you enjoyed this video and found it enlightening, don't forget to hit the like button. Your support helps us create more content like this, And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our channel. That way you won't miss out on our upcoming explorations into the captivating stories of history. We aim to challenge your perceptions, ignite your curiosity, and instill in you a deeper appreciation of the complex tapestry of our shared past. And now, we would love to hear from you. Has your perception of the Mongol Empire changed after watching this video? What other historical periods or civilizations would you like us to explore? Leave your thoughts in the comments section below. We are eager to read your insights and suggestions. Remember, history is not just about the past. It's about understanding where we come from to better understand where we're heading. So let's continue this journey together, exploring, learning, and growing. Until next time, stay curious, stay fascinated, and as always, keep exploring the annals of history.